Good evening, everyone. It is Tuesday, November the 12th, 2019. It is currently 9:13 p.m. Central Time. Well, this is a live broadcast. If you hear a recording of this live broadcast and you'd like to be able to hear all the broadcasts when they actually occur and hear all the other podcasts, please do me a favor. Go to the Apple App Store. Go to the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. Apple App Store, the Google Play Store. Yeah, if I can speak right tonight. And do a search for Spreaker, S-P-R-E-A-K-E-R. Yeah, the Spreaker app, S-P-R-E-A-K-E-R. The Spreaker app. Download it. Do a search for VBC, which stands for Victory Baptist Church. And then, you can follow us and then you'll find all of our podcasts. If you have any trouble finding the Spreaker app or finding us on Spreaker, email me at newsif@yahoo.com. Be more than happy to help you out. That's newsif@yahoo.com. All right. I'm trying to shorten my introduction because I want to get right to the topic tonight. And hopefully you'll find this to be not only interesting, but very beneficial. I don't know if this has ever happened to you. I'm a gigantic music fan. I don't even know if that's, I think I need a new category. Lots of people claim to be music fans. I think sometimes when I call myself a music fan, others go, yeah, so what? I'm a music fan too. But then we start talking and we're like, okay, we're kind of in a different category here. Okay, let's just say I love music and I listen to it continually and I listen to all kinds and I analyze it. It's literally a part of my DNA. It's been a part of my life since I was a child and it always will be until I take my final breath. Music is a major part of my life. I cannot deny that. And it's just a fact, all right? I definitely understand from a Christian perspective that I cannot make it an idol. And I understand that I'm supposed to love the Lord, that God, with all my heart, my mind, my body, and my soul. And I know sometimes there is I'm just going to be honest, there is a struggle. Music definitely has been a struggle to keep it in its proper place. I try to make sure I use music to get me to think about things spiritual as well, no matter what the song is about, to think about it and to analyze it. So here is what I want to do. And as I got ready to say, I don't know if this has ever happened to you, and then I got into the discussion about what a music fan is, because the reason I kind of took that little detour is because if you're not really a music fan, you may have what I'm about to describe definitely will never have happened to you. You may not even understand it. There are people out there who just don't really like music or listen to music. I don't know how they're alive, I don't even know how that's living. I mean, that's just bizarre to me. I saw a quote that says something like that. Music is a part of our being because our heart has a beat. Our heart has a beat. Music is inside of us. It's built into us. So people who live a life without music, it's a sad, sad existence. I pity them. I truly do. So some of you may not understand this, but some of you will. Have you ever been listening to music and you hear a new song and immediately the song hits you so hard? I mean, an emotional impact where you either have tears in your eyes or your smile on your face or something. It's just, you feel it deep inside of you. If you've experienced that, then you know what I experienced today. If you haven't, then just please listen, because there will still be a lesson here for you as well, even for the non-music person, all right? Today at 10:58 a.m., I had my headphones on, and I turned over to Beats One. Now, if you have an Apple Music subscription, Beats One is their live 24/7 radio station. They're the only streaming service that has their own built-in live radio station with all kinds of different programs and DJs, and they talk about music and they keep you up to date with the latest music. And every day at 11 a.m. Central Time, Zane Lowe, his show comes on the air, and he always starts the show with giving us a brand new song, because songs are being released all the time. And so they're like, here we go. It's 11 a.m. Boom. Zane Lowe comes on and he plays us a brand new song. And it usually has a short interview with one of the artists. Well, today, Zane Lowe was not in their normal studios, I think, which are in Los Angeles, for his show. He was in Nashville because starting on Friday, Beats One is going to have a new show dedicated to country music. All right. And so they were in Nashville. Country music was the discussion today, even though that's not typically the lane Beats One travels in. They've got a new show coming up dealing with country music. It's going to be their first show dedicated to country music, which is interesting. They're broadening the different genres they look at on Beats One. All right, so I know that pretty much just gives me an idea that the song they're going to obviously debut today, the new song that they will play today, will obviously have some kind of connection to country music. And, well, that was the case. They played the brand new song by Lady Antebellum. Now, Lady Antebellum would be more the very modern country sound, with a definitely kind of a pop crossover, a very crossover appeal, not just to a country sound, but definitely has kind of a modern pop sound as well, or at least to some degree. We could get into all. I'm not going to start breaking genres down, but, a lot of people say country today is not really country, and I understand that country has evolved to a very much more mainstream pop kind of sound. All right, we could get into all discussion there. But Lady Antebellum was the artist, and they released a new song. And as soon as the song started, it probably got to the second verse, right somewhere when it got from around the second verse and then it moved into the chorus, boom, it hit me. It hit me hard. And then the more I started thinking about it, I'm like, man, this made me think of a Bible passage, and then that made me think of a Bible verse, and then it made me think of my life, and then it made me think of all kinds of things. So I just want to take a few moments this evening to share the name of the song. I'm going to read the lyrics, connect it to the Bible passage, give you a Bible verse, and hopefully place it before you to think about. Even if you hate the song, even if you don't care about Lady Antebellum, and listen, I know that there are Christians out there, and let me just say this. There are Christians out there who, any music that's secular, they believe is of the devil. Any music that has a beat that they believe is of the devil. Okay, I'm not here to argue about music with you, all right? Hold to your standard of music. Live it. Perfectly okay. I'm not here to debate you, all right? What I'm going to do is use a song that I heard to get us to a biblical passage that and you can still learn a lesson from it, and you never have to hear the song because I can't play it because of copyright restrictions. So I don't want to turn this into a music debate. Sometimes when you get ready to talk about music and Christians are going to hear your broadcast, it's going to turn into an argument about music instead of the lesson that they could possibly learn from it. I'm not even arguing that Lady Antebellum is the band that you should listen. I'm not making any argument other. I heard the song and the lyrics hit me emotionally, and then the more I thought about it, they led me to the scriptures, and then that just made the idea more powerful to me. So that's all we're going to do. I hate to have to do that, but you have to do that. All right, here we go. The name of the song is called Be Patient with My Love. Be patient with my love. Now that's a powerful title, right? Just the title of the song is powerful. Be patient with my love. I have love, and I need you to be patient with my love. There's a powerful message just in that, especially for married people. All right? Here's the lyrics. Might have done it this time. Might have drank too much wine. Might have said something that I just can't take back. All right, so the songwriter is describing an individual who's obviously has messed up. I might have done it this time. In other words, I might have blown it this time. I might have drank too much wine. I might have said something that I just can't take back. So the character in the song it's very serious sounding, very somber sounding, and you could just tell that the character in the song, and now the songwriter, I listened to the interview, he's really describing himself, but we'll just say the character in the song is obviously in a very, very somber, dark place. A brokenness is coming through in the sound of the music, and even just that first verse, might have done it this time, might have drank too much wine, might have said something that I just can't take back. Always push till you cry, and I just don't know why. Tell me there's a way to turn around on this way to goodbye. He understands, the character in the song understands that, hey, it's falling apart. Look, he's almost begging, look, is there a way to turn this around before we end up saying goodbye? Because everything's falling apart. And then the character says this, because I'm coming back to my senses. I'm coming back like holy redemption. I'm coming back to the man that I was, so please don't give up. Be patient with my love. No, I never fight fair, but I'm trying, I swear. Old habits don't break, I heard someone say. Yeah, I could use some Jesus, a little more prayer, but if I could make it to the middle, could you meet me there? Because I'm coming back to my senses. I'm coming back like holy redemption. I'm coming back to the man that I was. So please don't give up. Be patient with my love. Some powerful words there. In the song, you have this character who obviously has messed up all kinds of ways. He constantly does things that are wrong. He constantly hurts this person. He constantly causes them to cry. He pushes them away. He doesn't even fight fair. He understands he's got bad habits, and he's heard that, you can't break a bad habit. He doesn't know where he's going. He doesn't know what he's doing, but he's telling himself that, hey, I'm coming back, and he's longing for redemption, holy redemption. And yes, he understands he needs more Jesus, and yes, he needs prayer, but he just wants the person is just willing to meet him in the middle. Just meet him in the middle, please. And he's begging, just be patient with my love. He acknowledges his love is not that good. His love is not that strong. His love is not that, is clearly got some problems, and he's just pleading for this person, whoever he is singing this to. Now, the songwriter, if I remember correctly, is married, and he was having problems with alcohol and who knows what else. And he's just asking, look, my love isn't very good, but can you be patient with my love, with the weakness of my love, the failure in my love? Can you be patient with it? Now, a powerful message for relationships, but I could not help but as I listened to this, start thinking about a biblical story. There was an individual who was told that, hey, you're going to end up denying me 3 times. You're going to end up you're going to fail me. You're going to let me down. You're going to deny me. And this individual said, no. Everyone else may forsake you. Everyone else may let you down. Everyone else, but not me. I will die. I will stand. I am committed. And we all know that who that individual was. It was Peter. The person who told him he was going to deny him was Jesus. And there were multiple times that Peter did not necessarily listen to Jesus. He didn't like when Jesus told him something he didn't like, he kind of told Jesus, that's not the way it's going to be. And we all know that ultimately Peter found himself in a horrible situation and denied Jesus. Not just once, not just twice. He denied him 3 times. 3 times. Devastating situation. Devastating situation. And we know what happens. After Jesus had revealed himself to his disciples and eaten breakfast with them, he said to Simon Peter, Simon, son of John, do you love me more than these? Simon Peter answered, yes, Lord, you know that I love you. Jesus said to him, feed my lambs. He then said to Simon Peter a second time, Simon, son of John, do you love me? Simon Peter answered him, yes, Lord, you know that I love you. He said to him, tend my sheep. he said to him the third time, Simon, son of John, do you love me? Peter was distressed that he had said to him a third time, do you love me? And he said to him, Lord, you know everything. You know that I love you. Jesus said to him, feed my sheep. Jesus calls him and questions his love for him. Do you love me? Do you love me more than these? Do you love me? 3 times. 3 times? Why did he ask him 3 times if he loved him? Well, Peter had denied him 3 times. And finally, Peter, he's like, yes, Lord, you know. Yeah, Lord. And he is distressed. He's distressed. And you almost can hear Peter saying, Lord, be patient with my love. I'm not saying he said those words, but you can almost hear it in his voice. He is distressed that Jesus keeps asking. I found kind of a commentary on this, and this is what they say. Do you love me more than these? Are we meant to measure our love for Christ by comparing our love to others? Is it enough for us to say, I know I don't love Christ as much as I could, but at least I love him more than this other person? Well, of course not. That's not the way we are to do things. We're not meant to measure our love in this way. So why does Jesus ask this question of Peter? Do you love me more than these? Because earlier Peter had done just that. On the night of the Last Supper, when Jesus predicted that the apostles would fall away from him, Peter boasted, though they all fall away, I will never fall away. But of course, Peter did fall away, denying Christ not once, not twice, but 3 times that very night. By asking Peter, do you love me more than these? Jesus is not inviting Peter to compare his love to that of others. Rather, he invites Peter to realize the weakness of his own love. He invites Peter to move from a place of pride to a place of humility. It is only from that place of humility that Peter is able to restore his relationship with Jesus. And that's why Peter is so distressed by the 3rd time. And he says, do you love me? And he said to him, Lord, you know everything. You know that I love you. Now, I could go on into that commentary and talk more about it, but here's the thing. We are called to love the Lord thy God with all our heart, with all our mind, with all our body, with all our soul. And we know that we never truly love him the way we are. And we have to pray, Lord, be patient with my love. Be patient with the weakness of my love. We have to acknowledge the weakness of our love. We have to acknowledge how wishy-washy we can be. That sometimes we are like, yes, Lord, I'll stand with you. And the next day we deny him at the drop of a hat. We sometimes our love changes every which way the wind blows. Sometimes we love, sometimes we don't. Sometimes sometimes we're not. We need to acknowledge the weakness of our love, because sometimes we think our love is so strong and we find out horrible ways when it is not. And it is embarrassing and it is hurtful and it can bring great shame. Sometimes we have to acknowledge the weakness of our love for other people. Maybe sometimes a spouse. Sometimes it could be, who knows the situation. Our love sometimes is weak. And what we long for is, one, a God who will be patient with our love. And we long for others who will be patient with our love. And hopefully we too are patient with the love of others. It made me think of a Bible verse. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4. Love suffers long. Love is long suffering. Love is patient with the love of others. True love is patient with the love of others. It demonstrates that kind of patience. We have a God who is merciful, who will forgive us. His grace and his mercy is new every day. We are grateful that we have a God who is patient with our love, because our love is so weak. He loved us and died for us while we were yet sinners. He knows that we are but clay. He knows our frailty. He knows our weakness. He knows our depravity. He knows our sinfulness. That's why he sent his only son to die for us, because he knows that we could never love him the way we are called to do so. He demonstrated his patience with our love by sending his son to die for us. We love him because he has first loved us. Be patient with my love. Please, Lord. I want you tonight to just be grateful that God is patient with your love, and let it motivate you to love him more. He is so long suffering with your weak love, your frail love. May it increase your love for him, and then please demonstrate your patience with the love of others when their love is weak and it falls short. When I heard the song, it made me think of God. It made me think of Peter and his relationship, his conversation with Jesus. It made me think of 1 Corinthians. It also made me think of my wife. I have let my wife down. I hurt my wife in different ways. In one big way that, I don't want to have to, go through all the details again. But I brought great pain and hurt and shame to me, to my church, to the name of Christ, to my wife, to my family. And my wife demonstrated a God-like love by being patient with my weak love. My church demonstrated a patience with my weak love. We have a God who is patient with our weak love. He is long-suffering. And his patience with us should motivate us to love him more. We should demonstrate that patient love for the weakness of the love of others. Maybe it's a child, maybe it's a spouse. A powerful song by Lady Antebellum. Now, the singer kept speaking of his spirituality. The songwriter today in an interview kept talking about his spirituality. I don't know if he's a Christian, don't know anything about it. But Be Patient with My Love is a powerful song by Lady Antebellum. It is available today on all streaming services. If certain kinds of music don't bother you to listen to, at least listen to it, and just give it some thought, just some spiritual thought that derives from it, because it made me think of that. And I'm just grateful tonight that God has been patient with my love my whole Christian life, and I hope it will motivate me to love him more. And I am grateful for the fact that many people have been patient with my love in my Christian life. And I hope I can always do the same. And hopefully we can all do that as well. Something to think about on this Tuesday evening, November the 12th. I'll stop right there. Just wanted to share this. I've been thinking about the song all day. I'll probably listen to the song 50 times today. All right, let me know what you think. You can email me at newsif@yahoo.com, newsif@yahoo.com. Share your thoughts about the song, about, anything that we talked about tonight. All right, God bless.